Well, he spent decades behind bars for non-violent drug crime.
Now, a year after his release, the man known to many as White Boy Rick is fighting back with a federal lawsuit.
He is suing FBI agents, Detroit police, and others for alleged child abuse. Wershe's journey began as an informant at the age of 14. 3 years later, he was sentenced on cocaine possession charges and served the next 27 years behind bars, only walking free last year at the age of 51.
7 Action News reporter Simon Shaquette was the first person to sit down with Wershe when he was released. Now he's doing it again, this time sharing more about what Rick hopes the lawsuit will achieve.
This federal lawsuit alleges Rick Wershe suffered extreme child abuse at the hands of Detroit police, the FBI, and federal prosecutors, an abuse his attorney says led to an imprisonment of more than 32 years.
That was him at 14. That's him when he got out. Actions have consequences. This is what they did to this person. They took his life. And I don't give a damn about no statute of limitations.
Announcing filing of a federal lawsuit, attorney Nabia Yad talks about the pain his client, Rick Wershe, a.k.a. White Boy Rick, has been through.
They used unlawfully a child as an informant.
Since he was a teenager in prison, he says Rick has witnessed murders, brutal assaults, and faced solitary confinement.
After 16 months in the hole, anyone will be broken down.
As the longest-serving nonviolent offender in Michigan history, Wershe has been the focus of a Hollywood film.
Do you believe a 15-year-old kid was working for the federal government? But he was.
Numerous documentaries and books highlighting his work as the youngest informant in the history of the FBI. Wershe, now 52, has been a free man for exactly 1 year.
I didn't do 33 years in prison because of the drug crime I committed. I did 33 years in prison because I told on corruption in the city. Make that 100% clear. And I was too young and dumb to know that it would affect the rest of my life.
In this lawsuit, it's alleged at 14 years old, Wershe was thrust into criminal activity in Detroit under the promise he'd be protected from prosecution. As a result of his help came a large number of arrests of corrupt officers and high-level criminals.
You watch drug dealers go on and brag about the amounts of drugs they sold, about the amounts of money they made. You never heard me in one interview brag about anything.
Wershe says he believed he was doing the right thing since the 80s, cooperating with law enforcement, and in this legal filing, a retired FBI agent backing up his statement, saying, quote, Richard was being used by the federal government and various police agencies as an operative or source. He performed these duties under the promise that he would receive consideration should he become involved himself. He did, but as we know, no department or agency came to his rescue. At the time, his age was a factor and would have been an embarrassment to the federal government.
A lot of folks don't even know it wasn't just the one time that he was shot, like the documentary or the Hollywood movie says, but he had number of attempted assassinations or killings on his head. They didn't want to expose that a child was working for the FBI.
There's been things that have been said that my mother was ashamed of, that my kids were ashamed of, and this is the final closure where we get to say what the truth really is.
We did reach out to the FBI, the Detroit Police, and the U.S. Attorney's Office for comment on this. All of them have declined to talk about this case. From downtown, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.